everybody, this is John Franklin, and I'm here to give you guys another speech, which is Halloween. Pretty much, what did I think about it when I was a kid? What do I think about it now as a young adult? And go from there. So, with Halloween, when I was a kid, I only went trick-or-treating 3 times, and that was it. But I can only really remember 2 of my costumes. I remember I was Indiana Jones one year, and I was Spider-Man one year, but sadly I cannot remember what that third one was. So the thing was that, you go through this, and you know what? It was great to go out there and be a trick-or-treater. It was definitely nice to participate in something like that. And it was very fun to go around, knock at people's doors and scream trick or treat. And people, would be just as themselves, or they'd be dressed up too. But because there's people out there that will still dress up like adults, but they will only be the ones that still pass out candy. But for someone like me, even though I really enjoyed the experience as a kid, I think I was always happy whenever I was actually home. Already had the stuff, it was almost one of those things that even though I was real young, it was still about being safe and all that stuff. But the thing that always scared me, and seemed like this happens for some people. I'm not saying I ever knew anybody like this, but I think what scared me was if I ever received fruit, especially an apple, for whatever reason, people would actually stick razor blades in the apple just to really hurt somebody. I remember reading up on this, and talking about, they were saying about, wow, it was very few that this happened. It was family members who would do this, like an uncle or a crazy aunt would do this, and that was kind of insane. But I never had that from my family or from my I shouldn't say strangers, but from my neighbors. For something like that, that's just outrageous that, some people would actually do that, even if it's hurting another family member. Oh yeah, here's an apple for Halloween. It just seemed like whenever that 4th year rolled around that I could have went, I still kind of remember saying no, I don't want to dress up. I just want to stay home. And I remember my mom or my grandmother would say, well, would you be the one that passes out the candy? And I was fine with that, I was okay with that. And once in a while, yeah, I probably would maybe eat something. But I will say that, like I said, even as an adult now, I'm I feel the same way. But yet, it was really when I was a kid, after 3 years, I was just I can't do this anymore. So it's just how I kind of felt with that kind of thing. But anyways, that's pretty much what it is. I mean, now, all I really want to say to everybody out there, for people who do love Halloween, still do it, as a kid, as an adult, I want to say happy Halloween to everybody out there. Please be safe. But I just want to say, everybody out there, just be very, very careful with your candy. Don't eat it all in one night. You don't want to have a stomach ache for those young people out there. Thank you guys so much for watching another speech. This is my Halloween speech. And as always, stay awesome.